I never heard that. Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
They are trying to remember
Ghost Rider.
It's Isaiah 31, verse 3. It says, "No, the Egyptians are men, are not God, and their flesh is, and their horses, sorry, flesh, and not spirit," which the church, them are spiritual craft.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It says,
Material, we make them up, it's up another dimension.
you can't shoot one duffy. You manifest when you want. Yeah, that's why they appear and disappear. No, that's an easy example, you know. Spiritual beings. It says, "When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, but he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is helping shall fall down, and they all shall fall together."
Everybody are going to feel together. You know, 2 Corinthians 13, you see when they describe it, you can't even get it to.
You know, me have it, man, when you
No,
it's just saying, say, one rotted army, and then he goes so.
and you look again.
The dog just goes so. Smoke.
there was.
There was an army. No longer. Dust and smoke.
It says, "For thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, like as a lion and the young lion roaring upon his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it."
Right, yep. Perfect description of the invasion, or the one called the invasion. Alright, Lord coming down to fight for Jerusalem, yo. Isn't it? Can you get second address?
It's 2 Ezra 13, verse 1. "And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof." You know, just like when you watch Independence Day 2, you know, you see chariots that come off and it's like it come over the sea, you know, because the atmosphere that come out, you know, which is scripture even refer to like the outer atmosphere, you know, species the waters, you know, right? You have the sky with the cloud them which condense water, you know, and if you look for anything that come from the horizon, look like they come from the sea, but really they come out of the atmosphere. It says, "And lo, there arose a wind that," let me read that part, verse 3 now. "And I beheld, and lo, that man walked strong with the thousands of heaven."
The thousands.
Yeah, me. "And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice that went out of his mouth, all they burned, and that heard his voice, like as the earth feeleth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But
them literally want to kill God's son.
again.
Again. You know, but this time
We
he
did
say,
one day, we can do it again.
this time he say, "What? I will not meet thee as a man."
Right, coming in power
Coming in
and
power,
great
man.
glory.
And great, right.
It says, "After this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven."
Yeah, all the armies of the earth come together. Just like Ronald Reagan said. He's ready to defend and fight against the outside threat.
Fight for humanity.
Yeah, fight for humanity.
It says, "To subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereof the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet there was fight."
Yeah, man. And the Lord put the spirit in them. You see me, to come against him. You see me, or else them would have just flee away. You see me, or just fright and dead. You see me? But them need to come up so them can fulfill the prophecies. Yo.
Get beaten.
You see me? Yeah, get beaten so that those who survive can look on and say, "See there is no coming against this power." So when this kingdom is set up, You see me, scripture say it will no more be left to other people because no other power now gonna ever rise up that can match, much less take down the Yahushua and elect you.
Hey, one elect member. Be able to flow right if they want.
Exactly. You see me?
Much as the Lord of the King David and the angel look at the chariots.
And this is the last of the fourth beast. Of the four beasts, yo.
Yep.
And this is the last leg of the fourth beast. You see me? And after this, as Daniel prophesied, you see me, the key is the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
You see me? So we know that there's no other kingdom after this, yo. As the other Israelite group love said, we got next. You see me?
Yeah.
It says,
Hey, that's how we know that them great reset now go take place.
The new normal.
The new normal. You see me? Them new world order. That's how we know that now go happen. Because that would mean that a fifth kingdom would come. You see me? Because Esau want to rebuild this kingdom and rebuild a new one in the, through the fourth industrial revolution. So we know that now go possible because the Lord never prophesied a fifth kingdom upon the earth. You see me? After Esau go down, Jacob gonna rule you. Right? Forever. That's it. No more after that.
Esau is the end of this world. Jacob is the beginning.
Of it that follow it, yo. And Jacob is the beginning, the middle, and the end of it that follow it. No other nation now.
World without end.
World without end.
Me quick one to add for back that up.
Liwalomium, forevers of forevers. Right?
This is Daniel 2:34, and thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands.
Right, same thing Ezra described it as. You see me, go on?
Which smote the image upon his feet, alright, that were of iron and clay, as I mentioned the last kingdom, between that part of the kingdom now,
Go on.
and break them in pieces. And
And the whole statue fell.
yep, I see. Then was the iron, the clay, and the brass, and the silver, and the gold, which is that wall from Babylonia
Yeah.
to current
Because
Rome.
all of them still exist right now.
Yeah, exactly.
All those nations still exist right now.
Yep.
And just not in power. As the scripture is saying at Daniel 7, said they got their power taken away. You see me? But them still exist now. You see me? So everybody will just get destroyed. Yo.
Plus America, the incorporation, everyone.
Every fucking one. That's why I said that this beast was diverse from all the rest.
Yeah,
You see me? Because when Rome was formed, Rome took unto itself all nations. Yo. You see me? And America come back into the spirit of Rome.
Yep. Come. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer 13th floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain,
Right.
and filled the whole earth.
Exactly. That means that the leadership that Yahushua is going to set up going to fill the whole earth, yo. Right? And that's going to be an unmovable stone. You see, motherfucker, it's going to fill the whole universe. As Yahushua said, in my father's house are many mansions. You see me? That's speaking about the universe. Hey, the other day, them claims that them discover another galaxy, you see me, with a planet that's just like Earth. You see me? Chances are they are right. You see me? There are millions of other Earths out there, yo. You see me? Yahushua say, I go to prepare a place. You see me? So there are millions of other
2,000 years
out
ago.
there. Yeah, 2,000 years ago. You see me? So we know that, hey, each member of the 144,000 goodly have a planet to himself,
yeah.
yo.
In my father's house are many mansions.
A couple
Yeah.
planets to themselves, yo.
So in my father's house are many mansions.
Yeah, we're going to expand our horizon far beyond the earth, yo. When we conquer and explore the earth,
Yep.
we're going to spread to the known edges of the universe, yo.
But Esau tried though.
But
Esau tried go beyond the
Esau couldn't even left earth.
yeah.
Him claim same send rover go on Mars still and take some picture.
Yeah, you're
No
full.
for them they look like some picture of the Grand Canyon with one red filter over.
Yeah man, Hollywood
Some Hollywood Productions.
production.
Green screen and them.
A live stream from Mars. Like what?
Where the internet come
Yeah.
from? Eh?
Yeah.
Or live stream from Mars. Go suck yourself.
Man, like you fucking him, brother.
Live stream from Mars. Big up yourself, you. You have the live stream from me, the blood clot, you have live stream from
Yeah,
Mars.
the sunset blue.
And go moon and you see picture of moon back of him. Man, like you fucking me, brother.
What was that?
You
No,
picture
he's-
how they got moon, you see moon back of him.
He saw the biggest
Yeah, you
joke.
better you could at least cut out that.
Crap it out. You never see it, man. You wouldn't even fire Johnny and him put it up, you know, him should have taken it
Yeah,
out.
man, never.
You
You
see
get
me?
a better
You up
production
there
team,
for moon,
boss.
and flag a blue, breeze a blue. And you up there for moon. Where breeze come from?
Moon that even have an atmosphere for produce that.
Where breeze come
Allegedly, because you know fuck boy moon. You see me and see man a walk. It's supposed to be one glass object or well emit light, right? Reflect the light from the sun, but me say dark spot on the moonlight.
from? You know, clean to that.
How you fucking get that? If it reflect light, right? We like for example, me have a phone.
They say the side when I face the sun, and call it the dark side of the moon.
Okay.
So they say.
Very so. Wait for my alone then.
Yep.
Let's keep the refer to them as well. It's in there as soon as he born, God speaking lies.
Forges of lies.
Yeah, man. David himself. Verse 9 back to 2 Ezra 13. He says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the
You
multitude.
know what I mean? Goku, come here, man. Just
Burn
mix
every-
everything together and just
Yes.
Yeah, boom.
Yep.
Spirit bomb.
spirit bomb. And the body, spirit bomb.
He says, and fell with violence upon the multitude, which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up, everyone, so that upon a sudden, of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived.
They have billions come together and decide, so, oh, we're going to kill this man now. And then 2 seconds later, nothing.
He said, what? Nothing was to be perceived,
Right.
but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah, you can imagine, you watch it, and you have to, you even did, you know, you're there in the spirit, and you see that, and
So
you're,
right in mid-sight, Heavenly Father put him to sleep.
yeah, you turn up in the middle of everybody, and then boom, you look around a beer smoke and dust.
Like, that Tom Cruise full of dust. When
Yeah,
you reach in the
you reach
house,
back in.
I brush dust on
And
human
you will
dust.
not be that lucky.
Yeah.
And you know that image there where the movie depict is nothing compared to it. It's just described a while ago.
Yeah, because of the,
Billions of people.
yeah, because of the world armies. The scripture will go down and tell you. Let's get it then. Let's get the interpretation to it.
We kind of have, I can get this in the meantime.
Yeah, man,
Right,
man.
all that it kind of go into a little bit. You know, it's a Revelation 17 and 14 point. But I start at 12, just to explain that little. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them,
Yeah,
for he is Lord of lords.
yeah, that is the war in heaven. You know, that the scripture refer to. And the Satan refer to, referring to the so-called white man, a spiritual demon Satan. And he's not talking about the spiritual realm either. It's going to be upon earth. The scripture says birds flying. You know which part of bird flying up in a ear?
Yep.
So let's skip to interpretation. 2 Ezra 13, verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen, which I shewed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another, World War III, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. But he shall stand upon the top of Mount Zion. And, let's drop it here. I already read the part when you say I want to defeat them.
This is Job 20 verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Hey, because his desire of basically use World War III and as an example why you need a world government. Because them plan for nuke America.
Yep.
You know, I said it for the example. So that now be the masterpiece behind them plan. You know, so they might come out, you know, and set up them harder now. You know, and they already deeper plate the hurt by the war.
Yep.
You know, but only for find out, say, oh shit, man, for these one of the worst threat. Which is the only threat, because right now nobody no real threat to them. The most I give them the earth.
Because even right now as I speak, you know, World War III is brewing. But the West, for some, a majority of the people in the West, you know, get caught up with this job. You know, I mean, this Maxine crap, which is all part of the distraction.
Hey, so they must celebrate Halloween, you know.
Halloween.
Tomorrow.
You have the games. You have the games. The games are back. From basketball to football to, you know, the games are back. So people bread and circuses. So people are not paying attention to, you know, I mean, politics. Even recently, like today, I watch I forgot the setting, but it's like a government settings where the opposition in America was actually talking about, you know, I mean, putting Russia under subjection because they did it once by stopping Russia from building Nord Stream 2, and Biden, they're cursing out Biden.
You don't know.
That's why they're cursing out Biden, because they're saying that Biden gave them a gift to finish Nord Stream 2. And how it go fuck over Ukraine, and that is the reason why they have to. It shouldn't have gone through, because their allies and their partners around the world gonna feel the pressure, because Russia gonna be more of a dictator now. You know what I mean? So it is not
America
really.
Just don't want nobody else to talk about them.
That is it, because what they're making nice about is the billions of dollars Russia gonna make. That's gonna trillions that's gonna go into Russia pocket. But it's not that it's not that Russia going to make it. It's just that it's coming out of them not gonna make it.
Petrodollar are dead.
The petrodollar are dead. So these are the things that are going on. So it's a serious thing. You know what I mean? We are going now concerning, you know, the Russia and the West.
And the scripture said the Lord will stir up jealousy like a man.
Right?
That's jealousy, yo.
Gone.
That's jealousy over power. You want to make sure that you have the power, so you're jealous when the next one take it. And it's jealousy among Edom, you know. The scripture say a nation divided cannot stand. And they are the same nation. Them are Edomite.
That is it. I was actually looking at them. I said, yo, even when you look upon the wars,
Edomite against Edomite.
it's Edomite against Edomite.
All
All the world are them. And the top nations we have nuclear arms are Edomite. From France to Germany to Russia to America to Britain. All of them are Edomite.
Yeah, I recently I have the Moabites and the Elamites and them people kind of jump in, the Ammonites and them people.
Come.
I recently have them on there jumping.
Alright, this is it say when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Alright, and he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. See, so when he's about, you know, we talk about the New World Order, you know what I mean, that they want to accomplish, you know, by bringing chaos to accomplish that order. See, so you have all of this chaos that are, they claim they plan it, because when you watch, I think it's Resident Evil, when them find the video, and the man say, oh, if you look on out, like, you know, a lot of things going to happen, like natural disaster and such, like the world are going to end, but we're ending it on our terms. You remember that video there? So he saw, he know the world, not the world, but he know him system will come to an end. But he want to put certain things in control based on their terms. See, like bring certain disaster based on their terms. They think them doing it on their terms.
Them love to say, let's go with a bang.
See?
Bang indeed.
The Big Bang,
See?
The real big bang.
Yep.
which is
So
not a theory.
the order out of chaos, there will be chaos, but there's no order for you.
Right.
You know, and you think that you are bringing this chaos. It is the Heavenly Father who is bringing the chaos.
The order what them want to bring is the great reset.
Right.
New normal. That's the order what them want to bring.
Yep.
It's me through the chaos what them want to create right now through this pandemic, food crisis. Is me and the supply shortage. All these different things engineered is me to create destabilization, and then out of that destabilization, you provide a better alternative.
Build back better.
Yeah, build back better. The BBB 666. That's what I'm gonna go for you. Right?
This is Proverbs 21 verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will.
Yep. So these men can't do nothing of themselves.
Right. Hey, when the devil tempt your house shy, you see me say, this world, all the kingdoms of the world are given unto me,
Give in.
and I give it to whomsoever I will. You see me? So even these nations who know have power over the earth, I see it and give to them, and they might deceive them, thinking that they have the power of their own might. You see me? So even them that have power, yo,
Yep.
you see me? And them don't know it. Them do them witchcraft and them sacrifice and all them things that them swear say, yo, the power them sacrifice to is with them. You see me? But it's like Satan and the ultimate double agent. Ultimate double agent, you see me?
You know, make for deceive, you deceive with them.
Make for deceive.
That's what he do. When the Heavenly Father send him for put lion spirit, it be in the mouth of the prophet. To deceive, to tell the king, say, hey, you're going to win the battle at Ramoth Gilead.
Okay, man.
See, what happened? Them convinced. So yo, them are going to win the battle. It's the same thing. These men believe say them are going to win the battle. That's why they so what? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Yeah, we are like Micaiah or Micaiah or something like that, you know. We are telling them, say, I better go on the heavens, you know. But when you get deceived by the devil. No, we are going to do this. Alright, big up yourself. Time will tell.
Yep, so Satan have him job, you know what I mean, to work, you know what I mean, in this kingdom to deceive these people, man. To make them feel like, yo, them kingdom will continue. Scripture say, yo, the pride of their heart
Have deceived them.
But it's really because pride is a spirit. Then the Most High put that spirit upon them, you know what I mean, to be lifted up with pride. See? You have one?
Only the one here. Let's go to the point. This is Isaiah 13 verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle.
And that is another thing. What is their pride and joy? Their armies, man. Their military. You know?
Them hard.
Yeah?
Them hard, they poor.
Yeah, right. And them spend trillions of dollars. That's why they're so deep in debt right now. Because they spend trillions of dollars to perfect, you know, their military. You know, have the most advanced. Yeah. Have the most advanced weapon aircraft carriers. Zin. All of that put together, the NATO combined, trillions of dollars get spent, you know what I mean, to perfect the military.
Yeah, I remember NATO have to put a percentage of them GDP toward, but not everybody
Trump gonna cost them out.
yeah, should put money toward the NATO alliance, so that the military strength can stay up. But nations are, them are look out for them own.
Yep.
So them plan to build the EU military.
Yeah, EU are plan to build them own military because they realize that America is not for their gain. You see me? Realize say, yo, we are friends with everybody and what?
You not get enough for spoils.
Nah, get over them every day. But they are alright over here, so you know, we kind of over here. Even the deal with Germany and Russia, the Nord Stream pipeline, it's beneficial to Germany. because
And the
it would have
European-
easier for them get them gas
Yeah.
and cheaper.
Cheaper.
You see me? So it would have be actually better for them.
And most important.
You see me? Yeah, and them a get better resources. You see me? Because them a get the pure natural gas just
Quality.
piped right to them.
That's
You see
why
me?
that's why them so hurt today, because they were saying in the parliament that he say, hey, if Biden and Kamala don't, you know what I mean, stop from doing, like, you know, giving Russia so much edge, then personally I go vote or something like that, or, you know, I go take measures, you know what I mean, to protect the interests of the American people. So they're very hurt, you know what I mean, that, you know, Russia is actually building a Nord Stream, completing the Nord Stream 2.
And completed from September.
Yeah. Go on.
This is Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Yeah, the pride of him heart have deceived him. See? Now he want to shift a power structure from the west, see, to China basically. See? But that won't be the case. See? Him so proudful that him believes say, yo, this thing will continue forever, like him houses, him
Every
technology.
other one I plan them work. So, you know, it must
Why
be this
not?
other one that will work too.
Yep. The most I put that deceiving spirit upon them. See? To make them feel that way, make them believe that. See? Go ahead. But even him see him allies go nuke him.
Can.
The men where him
Men of that confidence.
have that confederacy. Men them will drink wine with you. See, you drink your wine and get drunken.
Them one of his spoils.
See? When they share all the merchandise and the spoils with, them will turn around and nuke you. Because, you know, them already get fed up of you. Of America. See? Go on.
Every deal where America strike with a nation, them always give the other nation the short end of the stick.
For example-
them tired of that.
For example, the sanctions that were placed on Russia, you know, based on the Ukraine situation, you know, the EU tell the straight, so you win them, you know.
Turkey, I won. Them has try to sell Turkey outdated army gear, you know, weapons.
Yep.
Continuing. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah.
Though,
Do him set him what? Go ahead.
it says,
Do him set him nest above the star, among the stars.
yeah, though exalt thyself as the eagle,
Okay.
and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Yeah, him have him space program. Set him nest above among the stars, also among taking up or land in his possession.
Yeah, Space Force.
Zin. Him have what Trump call it. Him have a new
Space Force.
space force. Zin. Where them set up out of space. I'm sure it in the movies like Elysium. Them have them look a thing out of space,
Can.
and then Earth get fucked.
Them fucker.
Them fuck up Earth and them
Elon
shit.
Musk say multiple times. Him say his aim, one of his biggest dream them is to see the human race be a multi-planetary race. You see me? Them determined to set up a human base on Mars. That time aim.
Yep. So them have these places out, this, what them call this, utopia, out there in space, and the people them down here catch rat. For them. You know the
One of them sucky resources
And,
carry.
Exactly.
And if you look up the word Elysium, I mean a board of blessed. Is him say, he might try to say, oh, I'm blessed. Is him and everybody else just cursed.
No, and then you have them show you in the movie 100, the series 100, where them have, because this is the so-called white man. The man destroy Earth only for to set up a board out of space when him destroy Earth. Right? And it's the same thing him doing now. Him just destroying the Earth, Zane, and then I talk about him want to go out of space. You have the, these million years, you know what I mean, try set up, whatever things out of space.
Fuck up space too.
Zane?
Hey, we watched the Matrix series the other day. And Smith makes, well, only a good point Smith makes it. One point was relevant now. He said, the human race, which is really Esau, really and truly, isn't it? He said, them is like a virus. Them move into an area, them eat up all of the resources, and then they move on to a next area, and they do the same thing, isn't it? And him say, what other organism have the same characteristics as that? A virus. Isn't it? So my boy said the humanity is a virus and I am the cure. You see me?
Yeah,
hey, but really and truly, Esau is the virus, yo. You see me? And Yahweh Shai and the nation of Israel, you see me? The kingdom of Israel is the cure.
You watch that movie, Warcraft?
Yeah, man.
With the
Yeah.
Beast, man.
with the they call them orcs.
Orcs and...
Yeah.
What the leader for the orcs.
Yeah, he may use one magic to destroy the earth.
He's as I'm watching the movie, I say look on Esau.
Nobody.
The place, and even one of them own ark pointed out. He must say, yo, sister, everywhere the man go look on the place. Everything dry up, streams them dry up, everything turn, burn out, smoke.
Look on the US compared to when the natives see over here alone.
Exactly.
You gonna fuck shit up.
Everything gets fucked.
Esau not practice temperance or moderacy.
Scripture say even the trees are gonna rejoice.
Yeah,
can.
When you look at Manhattan, there's a picture like before Manhattan was covered with cities. And the lushness of the place. Nobody knows you can't build nothing there. But the whole fucking place turned a concrete jungle.
And then blame man about carbon emission.
And then blame the people about carbon emission and them have to pay carbon tax.
Them a blame the cow.
And
them.
don't blame cow.
Bill Gates, get rid of that cow them. Let's make our own
Synthetic beef.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
Synthetic beef.
Dog said the amount of carbon emission or cow give off, you see me, if you make beef to feed everybody, it's too much.
About him just kill himself and make one less carbon emission.
They don't have 7 billion cow on earth. Yeah. 7.5 billion people on earth.
This is Micah chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Yeah, this is a people whom the Most High have indignation forever. You never say, there's a point where him just vex with them and stop.
Alright, me sorry for no go on.
Him say forever. Him call them up.
Exterminate them.
But them hold them rod forever, so that you must them
Yeah,
keep them rod
exactly.
forever. So the Lord not gonna forgive them.
Yep, he say what? Just read the last one, Isaiah 14 and 21. You can close out with that. When you look at, you know what I mean, you might blame, people and, for carbon emission and them thing there.
And who have nuclear plants.
Nuclear,
And who
that
have
is
the
it.
big old factory them.
Yep, one, Japan, the nuclear, the reactors, I mean.
Build one bomb nuclear plant on a fault line.
You understand?
Where you expect, nigga?
Exactly. A whole ocean get fucked. See, when you look, you have a
What was nuclear bombs?
Yeah, exactly. All of those things have effect on the earth.
No.
You have the
apparently
wind, we have blew all of them fucking chemical there about over the place. Just saying.
The food is fucking. No, you try to inject billions of people with your potion. You see me?
But,
Your gene therapy.
exactly. We're full of
Poison.
pies where it consists of chemicals where you didn't even tell the people them the chemicals that you put in it.
Don't if you know a full potential like.
Exactly.
They want to tell us a water and sugar in there. They want to.
Plus, Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Which you are your father, these people. Where you see?
Incarnated.
Yeah, I mean, you're back in your lot. Then you're doing doing what the wicked, you know what I mean, was made to do. Then so the scripture said, prepare slaughter for him children. You're in a rise and full the whole fucking earth of cities, man. Concrete jungle, which is not good for you. You know, walking on pure hard concrete.
Right on me heel out, man.
Zin?
And the land can't drain properly when you fall.
Eh?
And the land can't drain, can't soak up the water properly. So
Exactly.
you leave it other places and cause landslide.
Yep.
Flush.
But them feel like creating all of these things are development. And what do call it? Urbanization. When they call it, them have a thing in the sustainable development plan, sustainable housings.
Yes.
Yo, you see sustainable housing where them a build with you? Me look on the brother and I say,
Fuck it.
bumbo lad.
And build
They
prison.
never want to leave this brother. Everything depend what you call it in there? They seen that white dirt thing with the stone them. Mall. You see me can't imagine when the sun sets so. Every house sets so. If I say, yo, Johnson,
Yep.
you talk?
And,
In a house.
and one of those rooms, one of them apartments, millions.
Yeah, 14,
You can't
15,
afford it.
20.
14, yeah.
Bumbo.
Yeah, you can't afford it.
They're not cheap.
What they name afford?
Yeah.
Not for the poor, brother. Affordable for the upper class.
For them, man, trust me, because the price of me see right now is 30, 40, 100
Achoo.
million.
And a lot of them are quoted in US too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Change
Yeah,
that,
you go look up some land in there, brother. I'm sorry, right? Bumbo clad. Alright. Millions are. Oh shit, US!
Yeah. US, man.
Most
possible,
apartments
brother.
know them quote them rent in a US, 800 US, 1000 US, 1200 US. That's how it is.
Since COVID, the real estate, cause something we follow, the real estate gone up.
Boom.
Prices them
And real estate no stop.
kill us.
Real estate, apartment no stop bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You have a pandemic. And you think, you know,
Companies are make billions.
make it
now.
harder
I'm-
for them.
Hey, look on Jerry and Ever. You see me? They make 1 year worth of profit in a 9 months.
damn.
You see me?
And then
You
the
see,
rich. Hey, if we
Amazon.
continue.
How much an hour always a grow?
Yeah.
Everybody there in here is a order ship.
I said where we are for other things.
Mm-hmm.
You see.
And Netflix,
Yeah.
Apple. Now Facebook are trying to change their name because, you know, the name staying up your nose, so them change their name to Meta. The name staying up your nose, you see me? They want a clean slate.
That's your thing.
Yeah, we can end it right there. You know, hope this session was edifying to the hopeful elect. You know, with that, we're going to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh. And double honors to all apostles of JMS Grimmy Stone, and salutations to the Akim. Pushing this word of sincerity in our truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Bring your